The Biden administration in March released their 2025 budget proposal for the next year, which included forecasts for the whole next 8 years. And this is going to be a very significant thing to be aware of because as the Democrats and the Biden administration campaign, because this is a campaign year, as they run for re-election, they're going to be talking about the wonderful things that they're planning to do if only you'll re-elect them. And this is their plan. Went on to the U.S. Department of Treasury's website to download. You can download the entire budget and the exact details of it. I just downloaded the portions that had to do with how they're going to get the money to pay for this, the revenue projections. This simple document of roughly 250 pages details exactly how they plan on making money. Now I want to show you something that really should get under your burr if you're a cryptocurrency owner. And this is on page 246. They list the numbers that they expect to bring in through digital asset taxation. That's right, the taxation of cryptocurrencies. And the first one, and the heavy hitter here, is the intention to implement a wash sale on cryptocurrency sales. Now, here's what a wash sale rule is. A wash sale says that if you sell an asset for a loss and then you buy that asset back 30 days before or after the sale, then you are denied claiming any loss from that sale. Now, that might sound confusing. Let's tease this out. So let's say you bought an asset at $10 and it dropped down to $2. You then sell it, and then you buy it right back a couple days later. And at that point in time, it goes from $2 to $4 and you sell it again. What would that look like? For most people, that would be an $8 loss plus a $2 gain. But no. With a wash sale rule, because you bought those shares back, you are denied the $8 loss. So in fact, what you end up doing is having to pay on a gain on the $2. You don't get any benefit of the loss. Let me summarize it for you. A wash sale is a tax that so many people will trip up on and then they get taxed on it. Now, let me raise a big red flag for anyone. This is the big red flag. Crypto tax calculation sites call this tax loss harvesting. That is harvesting losses, things that have gone down on you, to use those to offset gains. They'll tell people at the end of the year, take a tax loss and then buy it back within a few days to keep your investment position if you believe in the asset, and then you can reduce your write-offs. This law does not propose penalizing you for selling losses. It penalizes you on the loss if you buy it back. I hope that explains what a wash sale rule is. But anyhow, once you know about it, you don't do it anymore. You get burned once, you're wiser. But look at what they're projecting here. They're projecting that here at each one of these columns, how much money they expect to bring in each fiscal year. The last two columns are for the next 4 years and for the next 8 years. So those are the totals columns. But look at what they're expecting. They're expecting to bring in $25 trillion. $25 trillion over the next 8 years by people foolishly falling into the wash sale rule. Do you really think that's going to happen? I mean, honestly, don't you think everybody's going to figure this out and make sure they don't get caught by it? Honestly. And if you look at the numbers, you notice the numbers tend to get bigger and bigger and bigger in future years. So what I want to highlight for you is that these budget proposals are fictional. They don't believe that they're going to pass, but they have to come up with a way to gen up all sorts of extra money to pay for all the hopes and dreams that they intend to satisfy with the budget proposals, giving money away to the people who could vote for them. So I want to raise the attention here because this does give us some insight into the mind of the administration, whether it's Biden or a future president, that there's a lot of feeling that this needs to be enforced, the wash sale rule, and they're dreaming of making big money. So I just want to raise your alarms to it. And I will also say this, that there's a lot of talk about a de minimis rule on taxation. And this proposal actually speaks to the idea that there might need to be a de minimis rule. Let me tell you this, a de minimis rule is an illusion. It is a false hope that people give to taxpayers. Why? Because in order to track small transactions, say transactions under, say, $100, then you have to track all the transactions. You have not solved people's complexities just because you've eliminated the burden of reporting small transactions. You still have to report them all. And it saves no burden. Yeah, it saves a small amount of tax, but who's to worry about this here? I hope this is of interest to you, and I think you ought to, write your senators, your representatives, and tell them you think the WASH civil rule is a foolish law, and it's not what a progressive country should do. So wish you the best, but remember, make money, pay your taxes, save for your taxes, and then go out and make more money.
Thank you very much for listening to today's show, and I hope you enjoy it. Please give us comments. We would love to respond to any questions you give us. If you have tax questions that we can apply to, we will try to address it in future shows. Please hit like, subscribe, follow. Thank you. Have a great day.
The Clinton Donnelly Show, where we explore how taxation and regulations of cryptocurrencies affect your daily life as an investor. Clinton is one of the top experts in crypto taxation in the US. Clinton has a law degree in international financial regulation. He is an enrolled agent and certified as a cryptocurrency anti-financial crime specialist. This show is sponsored by CryptoTaxAudit.com, the income tax experts for US crypto investors. Go to CryptoTaxAudit.com to learn more and schedule a private tax consultation now. The opinions expressed in this show are not legal advice. Tax and regulations are complicated. Your situation is unique, so you should always consult a tax professional.